Hello, Earth signs. Welcome to Terra Firma Thursdays. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This reading is for you, my friends. Yes, I'm still going by element for the time being. That's how it is. But it's all good. We're going to get through it together. We'll cross that bridge. That bridge of life. All right. Terra Firma Thursdays every Thursday for you. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're going to kick off the reading today with an animal spirit card. I'm just going to intuit the animal in question to kind of get a framework for our reading, and then we will dive into the tarot. Today we're using Rider to clarify, Rider for the overall energy, and we're going to clarify using the Santa Muerte. So, yeah, little Santa Muerte action. I love that deck. It's one of my favorites, actually. I say that about a lot of decks. Anyway, shall we? Without further ado, what energy are the Earth signs embodying at the moment? Let's find out. Fish. Water. You know what's interesting about this is the water signs got an Earth sign card, and the Earth signs now have a water sign card. That is very interesting. Fish have a tendency for redundant motion and habits and mindless busyness. I don't really know how, just, meandering around. You see the moon in this card. It's sort of like saying you need to be guided by the light of your own intuition. The moon is sort of your inner world and that reflective surface that helps us see things, right? The inner light is the lesser light, in the sense that the inner world is maybe a little more abstract than the outer world, but it is very, very critical at this time. So rather than focusing on the external busyness and the day-to-day and the redundancy of the habits that we work through, it's important to stay focused on our inner world at this time, Earth signs. And I say our because, you know me, I'm a Taurus sun, so I'm right there with you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, let's dive into the tarot. 3 cards for the general energy. And, regarding our busyness and our day-to-day life and our intuition, what do we need to know? Let's get 3 cards of general energy for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth signs. La 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 la. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Yes. I love you guys. Shall we? Let's get right into it. All right. Starting off with the 9 of Cups reversed. So the busyness has something to do with a lack of satisfaction in our personal lives in some way. We've got the Tower. And that could come to an end. There's an abrupt change coming in. And we've got the Ace of Swords reversed. This is something to do with receipt. Receipt? Like a paper receipt? No, I mean deceit. In other words, not true. Lying energy, right? Something like that. Death on the bottom. Scorpio energy, but also rapid change. So we're kind of doubling down on this idea of a rapid change here. So, Earth sign friends, what I'm getting is there's something not being acknowledged, maybe, that needs to be acknowledged at this time, regarding this rapid change that's coming in, because I think the key to getting this satisfaction upright is probably an acknowledgement of what the truth is, or what the real underlying situation is. The Tower, that rapid change is reducing something to a foundation. I'm imagining, for whatever reason, this analogy is coming to mind, a restoration of like a car, right? Of a classic car or something like that. A lot of us have gone through a pretty big transformation, or we are going through that, where we're being stripped down to the frame, all the components are being taken off, cleaned up, refurbished in order to build us back stronger. So it feels like our identity is being removed, our identity is coming apart, but in reality, it's still going to be you, but it's going to be a restored, renewed version of yourself, an empowered version of yourself. You're going to turn your your metaphorical jalopy into a super sweet classic. No offense. I'm fairly jalopy-esque myself, so please don't take offense. I don't mean anything by that personally. This is how they come. This is how the messages come. Okay, so we move forward. Okay. All right. Well, let's get some clarification on the Nine of Cups reversed. Let's get some clarification on the Nine of Cups reversed for our Earth sign friends, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What do they need to know about the Nine of Cups reversed? All right, we're starting it off with the Seven of Pentacles. This is a reflective energy. You're looking back at a certain situation, where you've come from, kind of to assess where you're going. And I feel like the juice worth a squeeze. Just to rip off Minnow Pond real quick, that's kind of the idea here. This gentleman is using an abacus to take stock of things, okay? We have Judgment. This is about mission realignment. This is about spirit intervening and taking you somewhere else. Like I said, being broken down to be rebuilt, broken down to be built back up. Very, very important here. Spirit has got their eye on you, my friends. And we have the Hermit. This is Virgo's card, and this is also a card, of course, of the inner world, right? What were we talking about earlier? Like needing to focus on the inner, right? On the inner aspects of our lives more than the external. The Seven of Pentacles here is like an external reflection. The Hermit is an inner reflection, and Judgment is the mission realignment and intervention from Spirit. So the lack of contentment you may be feeling in your life, if you're in that energy, has a lot to do with focus on the external world. And I really do think it is time to go within, and allow Spirit to do the work, right? And allow yourself to do the work. We have the Eight of Cups underlying the energy right now, and this is a card of walking away from relationships and things like that. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if that's you, the Eight of Cups precedes the Nine of Cups, of course, right? And we have the Nine of Cups in reverse here. It means we haven't quite gotten there. So whatever endings are happening right now, whatever changes are happening right now, they are for your good, and it's important that you know that. Spirit wants you to know that. But let's get into the Tower, shall we? Because we obviously know the Tower is a rapid change or a sudden change. Something that's taken away established energy and brought it to a foundation. I went through this last year. The last 2021 was a 5 year. That's a year of change. It breaks down to a 5. And my God, was it ever a year of change? I was broken down and rebuilt. However, that's something that happens many times over our life. I'm not trying to imply that I've arrived at anything. I've just found myself in a really beautiful new situation, but I had to let things die that had to die, and it was hard. But I can tell you on the other side of it that there's blessings waiting for you from Spirit if you're able. I'd encourage you. Okay, regarding the Tower, we have the World. The World is the end of a cycle. It's the ending, the culmination of the Fool's journey. It's representing the end of a profound cycle in your life, like I was just talking about. You come out the other side of these journeys matured, upgraded in a sense. You've gained wisdom, lots of wisdom and knowledge, and you've matured a great deal through that process. So if the Tower, by the way, is what is that? 16. Card 16 of 22 total. So it's actually the 17th card. The full card is a 0. So depending how you want to look at it. But anyway, in other words, what I'm trying to get at is some of you are definitely well into this journey. You've had lots of ups and downs and setbacks and this and that, but there's going to be some kind of completion coming up for you that's going to really enrich you in a way. We have the King of Swords here, and this is a card of impartiality and logic and reason and rationale. So something about this whole situation you're going to be able to be rational about, and this is a good sign to me based on the fact that the Ace of Swords earlier was reversed, and that there was we weren't being honest with ourselves, perhaps. I feel like you're going to get honest with yourself in some way once you are able to get the emotions out of the way. And by the way, speaking of that brings us a tremendous amount of strength. Strength in the external world. Okay? This is all about that power. The discontentment of the Nine of Cups reversed that we started with is going to get balanced out by you finding your strength, both in the inner and outer world. I think initially it felt like we were really flailing to obtain the strength in the external world, but once the inner work is done, the outer will follow. You know, it's the saying goes, as within, so without, not as without, so within. And that is the key, Earth signs, the inner world, like I keep saying. That's absolutely what's going on here. So, fantastic. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, my friends, I am pulling for you. I really am. I'm pulling for me too, after all. I am a Taurus. I want good things. I want peace, happiness, contentment, joy, love, financial security, financial abundance, you know, all those things, right? We all want those things. All right. I want wisdom. I want wisdom just as much as those things. Sometimes I'd rather have wisdom than abundance, to be honest. But take it as it resonates. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Part of this is channeled, so that's for somebody. I'm not really sure. Okay. All right. Ace of Swords reversed. Let's clarify. Knight of Wands. This knight is passionate, very full of inspiration and vigor. This knight can get distracted. This knight can... This knight has a playful energy about it. It's very enthusiastic, very let's go get it, but it's also a knight that really wants to have fun. So part of this to me is saying that Ace of Swords reversed is just maybe something of a procrastination or a distraction, maybe more. I think a distraction is probably a better word. Some of this repetitive behavior that you guys have or maybe exhibiting is something to do with your passions being scattered, potentially. We have the star here. This is Aquarius energy. This is also spiritual healing, wishing upon a star. This is about your inner world as well, in a sense. It's like the star. What is a star? A star is a light source. It's a burning ball of gas. The sun is a star, right? Stars are very, very distant stars. And so it is a masculine energy, but it's so distant that it behaves like a lesser light, and it is sort of like the inner world as well. So there's kind of an interesting combination of masculine and feminine energy within the star, I would say. And I've never said that before. Weird. Yes. There's some kind of balance coming about. It's about your wishes and your inner world, but rather than flailing around to pursue them externally, there's some kind of balance that's being brought about through this. Interesting. And we have the Eight of Swords. This is an energy of being trapped. You can see, it might be hard to see, but we have all 8 swords there being pointed, and the cloud backdrop is basically a face, a skull face, which everything in here is a skull because it's the Santa Muerte, but it's like you feel like all these swords are pointed at you, right? You feel attacked by the world in a sense, and it's caused you to be scared or paralyzed in some ways. For some of you, like, this repetitive motion could have a lot to do with fear. Like, I'm doing jobs that I hate, I'm doing all this stuff that I don't like because I feel like I have to. You know, we all have to earn money, we have to do our things, but there's something about a feeling of being trapped by this repetitive motion as well. It could be habits, it could be even like substance abuses and things like that. You may feel stuck with bad habits of some kind, because that Knight of Wands, like I said, loves to party. It loves to have fun. You know, it's very enthusiastic, but sometimes it's like, ooh, a penny, you know, and just, right? I don't know. Some of you, I'm just picking up this energy, like some of you are probably a hell of a lot of fun, but maybe it's time to sober up a little bit. So, I mean, no offense. I mean, yeah. Page of Pentacles. This is like fixation on your external world, fixation on your energy, on your finance, things like that. I said energy. I meant to say money, but that's kind of the same thing, isn't it? Yes, it is. You know, she's dropping a coin into her purse there as she goes about her day. This is a good diligent energy. I think this kind of balances out the Knight of Wands a little bit, so I think this is a good reminder, at least in a practical sense, to You know, you can remain responsible, but it's very important to, you know, again, I feel like most of this message is primarily fixed on balancing the inner world and the spiritual healing, and balancing your feminine and masculine. There's a lot of internal work going on that's going to then, change the outer. And part of that, when I say balancing the masculine and feminine, I mean like that tower moment, how you respond to it. Are you going to fight against it? Are you going to rally against it? Are you going to resist it? Or are you going to have a bit of feminine receptivity and reflection? You know, the moon is representing feminine energy. It's receiving assertion and reflecting it back, right? So we all have both of those energies within us. It has nothing to do with gender. This is not about gender at all. I'm speaking of a very, abstract sense of energy, okay? Now for our potential outcome, we're starting off with the Five of Cups in reverse. This is good. This is sort of mourning a loss in relationships and things like that. And having it in reverse makes me feel like you're kind of coming out the other side of it, and there is a sense of hope for new relationships, maybe some inspiration there. We've got the Emperor. I like this. Balancing those energies, I feel like, is really going to bring you into an empowered state. The nice thing about the Emperor is he embodies the energy of all four kings. So going from the King of Swords to the Emperor in terms of those masculine energies is a very good sign to me that you will balance this out. You certainly can. And then we have the Eight of Swords reversed, right over the Eight of Swords upright. So reversing the Eight of Swords means you're ready to move forward again. It means you're ready to... Oh, I love this. I love this. It means that you're ready to move forward. It means that you don't feel trapped anymore. Like something is going to happen where you're going to get empowered and move forward. I love that so much. Underlying energy is the Fool. It's time for a new journey, my friends. We had the World earlier, as you recall. That's the end of the major arcana cycle. The Fool is the beginning. So every ending brings a new beginning, and I feel like you're going to come to a greater understanding of that truth, as you reflect on your inner world and slow down a little bit. And just, to me, it feels like Earth signs, the ability to work on your inner self, to work on your inner feminine energy, is going to actually upgrade your masculine energy in many ways, because they are interconnected, right? Yin yang. Wow, cool. Earth signs. I like each and every one of you. Good news. I think this is a great message. I think this is a great read, a great energy that you have available to you. So I would encourage you to trust the cards with this, and see what Spirit has for you as you go within. What needs to be addressed, what needs to be worked on, what needs to be let go of, in order for you to move forward and ultimately, find your way into that satisfied energy, my friends. So that's what I have for you. Until next Thursday, Earth signs, thank you for watching. Good luck with this energy. I will see you next time. Terra Firma Thursday, every Thursday for you, my friends. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Take care. Love y'all.